Hello and greetings from Iceland. I just got back from a volcano tour where I visited the Reykjanes Peninsula and Reykjavik. Not my first such tour, but this one was different. And not only did I visit Grindavik, I did thermal scans at 3 locations, and I picked up my DJI Air 3 drone from repair, but I won't need it as often as I used to, since I also picked up my new drone, the DJI Air 3S type. So the old one will become my backup drone, and while I was in Reykjavik, I also sold my old Nikon camera. So I made some progress in this upgrade I've been going through the last 2 months, and came back with enough footage to make at least 4 or 5 decent videos. But the main reason for this trip was the fact that the town Grindavik reopened last Monday at 6 o'clock in the morning. Big day. It's been closed since November 10th last year. And this is the first tourist bus coming into town that is surrounded with lava. And I arrived early, of course, and spent a few hours there driving and flying around. And although I was very happy to be able to sit down in a local restaurant at the same table I used on November 9th last year, or the day before the town closed, I had very mixed feelings during my stay. I was thrilled to see the ships coming, see the life by the docks, forklifts on the move, and the fish market open. But this reminded me also about the fact that this is not over. These scars are all over the town. So there are, of course, people saying that it has to be nonsense to open up the town in this condition. But it is, however, a fact that most of those fractures can be filled up. They are not all very deep. And there is no access to areas like this. They've been closed with fences. And this opening now does not mean that people are moving back. I think it's around 50 houses that are occupied now. And it is not recommended that people move back yet. Or like I've mentioned before and will talk about again soon, the next eruption might start early November, but experts seem to think that late November is more likely, even December. And when we see a build-up to such scenario again, the town will most likely be evacuated again. So this opening is for tourists to help the local service companies to reopen and, of course, to breathe some life into the town. And I only got back to the north last night, late, so it's lots of work that awaits me to process the footage I came back with, especially the thermal videos, because I need to compare them with older videos from the same locations. But I'm already pretty sure that I will be showing you something interesting there. And I was actually also filming with the thermal drone in Grindavik. So I was trying to use the trip as well as I could. And I have still lots of unpublished damage videos, both from this trip and earlier trips that I have not published. I will make that into one video soon, but I decided to leave more room now to celebrate the opening. So I'm ending this video with a few harbor shots since last Monday, where people are doing many of the jobs that I used to do while I was living and working in Grindavik during several fishing seasons a long time ago. And although this is not the first day when we see some activity by the docks since last year, this is the first day when the town is open, like we can see through the flags. So for me, this was a symbol of how I know the local people. Shit happens, but life has to go on. And the excellent harbor is, of course, the glue that has kept the town together through the centuries. And the good harbors by the south coast of Iceland are hard to find. And while there is a usable harbor there will always be some life around. That is the only thing we know for sure. And with that, I'm sending you best regards from the volcano island, Iceland.